This is a demo for a safety squat bar isometric good morning at half range of motion against bands. Now that's a mouthful, but if you look at the name, it's actually telling you exactly what this exercise is. So we're using a safety squat bar. This is preferable for a lot of our good mornings just because it gives us the ability to hold on in the front versus dealing with a straight bar. We are going to have band tension. It is going to be coming from the front, meaning that when we step back into position to do the good morning, our bands are going to run at a decline from the collars of the barbell to the bottom of this rig. You can do this in a monolift, you can do this in a combo rack. We're just looking to have the bands choked one time, low, we are at maybe, a couple of inches off the floor, 6 inches off the floor, and I have just slid these pegs in to keep the bands down and keep them from sliding when I step back. But they're not wrapped around the pegs, they're not choked around the pegs or anything, they're simply around the rig itself. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to be stepping back and we are going to be holding good morning at a half range of motion. So somewhere around, if our typical good morning goes all the way, toward 90, we're gonna be somewhere going towards 45. And just like in any other isometric exercise, we are going to be holding this position. So we are looking for a lot of stiffness. What is going to be happening when we are under this bar is the safety squat bar and the bands from the front are going to really want to cave us and round us forward. So our job to maintain position here is to squeeze shoulder blades together, fight thoracic extension, so kind of try to peek your chest out through this hole in the yoke. I would pull that safety squat bar really tight into your upper back and also press your neck and head directly into the back of this pad. Don't try to do something like this where you're looking up. Do something more like this where you're pushing back, just so that we can protect the neck and have a lot of surface area to continue to maintain our position. This is also going to be an extremely high core demand. So as far as bracing is controlled, you're going to want to maintain your spine position when you get into that 45-degree angle. That is really what you are going to be fighting for here. So you'll I'm going to walk out, I'm going to do the demonstration, and you'll see what we're going to be doing. This can be done for different durations of time, for different intensities. All of those different specialized inputs are going to give you different outputs, but this is what I'm going to show you today. Pick up just like you would for a squat or something else. Let the weight settle, get used to the band tension, particularly if you're not used to using accommodating resistance. You're going to step back. You don't necessarily need a lot of band tension. However, we do want to make sure that when you hinge over and you're at the bottom position where you're going to be holding, that you still have tension on the band. So you can't be so close to the rack that when you bend over, it creates slack in the band tension. So feet positions can vary here, but typically what I program is neutral stance or conventional stance. So feet are going to be underneath knees are going to be underneath hips, and we're going to push that head back into the yoke. I'm going to